My queen, my queen. Oh, she. Beautiful, wonderfully made. She's heaven's angel. So strong, even in struggle, yeah. When life comes like a storm from every angle, she rises above it all, the backbone of every home. Nothing compares to all she do. The true meaning of every family. She's the glue. Yeah. Where would we be without you? You brought us Martin, Malcolm, and Obama. Yeah. And Jesus too. Oh, she's sophisticated, strong, simply amazing, humble, honest, and helpful, educated, ebony, eccentric, empowering. She's a queen, she's a queen. You gotta treat her like a queen. Oh, oh. Her strength is amazing. Life inside, 9 months she's carrying. Back to work, cause the family she's carrying. Society don't give her just due, but she prevails and stands tall. A champion, a true woman. But nothing compares to all she do. Yeah, the true meaning of every family. She's the glue. Yeah, oh. Where would we be without you? Yeah, you brought us Martin, Malcolm, and Obama, and Jesus too. Oh, she is sophisticated, strong, yeah, simply amazing, humble, honest, and helpful. Not only that you are educated, ebony, eccentric, empowering. You're mine, she's a queen. You're my. Treat her like no.
Hello and welcome to Let's Talk with Bishop R.C. Blakes. R.C. is an author, empowerment teacher, and the proud pastor of the New Home Ministries of New Orleans, Louisiana, and Houston, Texas. His message circles the globe. His conversational and candid approach to challenging content makes him a relevant voice to all generations. Get ready for a life-changing transformational conversation.
Well, hello. This is R.C. Blakes, and welcome back to another Let's Talk with R.C. Blakes. Let me get this mic a little bit out of my face. I hope everybody's doing great. If you don't mind, please share this and make certain that you like this, but get as many people into the room as possible. Today's discussion really stems from a time when I asked my community, you all, to give me some ideas of some of the things you'd like me to discuss. And I want you to know I have not forgotten that. I'm revisiting it, and even today, we're dealing with one of the subjects that a great many of you said you'd like to hear me discuss. And that is, how does a woman choose her friends? How does let's just, for the sake of popular language, how does a high value woman choose her friends? How does she choose her circle? How does a queen conscious woman, to stick with our inner circle language, how does a queen conscious woman choose her circle? Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you know, if you've followed me for any length of time, you know how I feel about a woman and her friends. A woman's friends friends, a woman's friends many times is as big of a detriment or even more of a detriment to her overall well-being than or as men are. Sometimes the circle a woman keeps is a bigger detriment than men, or is as big of a detriment as men. Because if you have a toxic circle, toxic sisterhood, I call it, they can be more notorious than men. Because, when you think about the negative impact that men leave upon women, many times boils down to the man's lack of self-awareness, the man's brokenness. And none of this is an excuse for you to sit around and tolerate bad treatment from men. Not at all. You should never do that. But it stems from a disconnect within the man himself. A lot of times he feels bad about himself and the way society has raised him and trained him. He finds self-esteem in his conquest of women sexually. But when you think about a toxic sisterhood, most of the time, if not all of the time, the harm bad women do to one another, or the harm that bad women do to other women, is calculated, very intentional. It stems from jealousy. It stems from, just one woman wanting to be or wanting to have or envious of another. And so my point is, I suppose, that when you start thinking about a bad circle of women, that can be more toxic than dealing with a bad man. I want to look today at 8 essential characteristics of a high value or a queen conscious woman's circle. If you are queen conscious, if you are king conscious, a lot of that is going to play out in the quality of the people we see you run with as friends. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about people that you encounter in business or what have you, but people that you have in your circle, that these are your friends. These are the people that you run with every day. It's going to be quite hard for you to convince someone that you are queen conscious or you are king conscious and you're running with bums. And the term bum is not exclusively a masculine term. It does not exclusively relate to men. We have a lot of female bums. We do. A lot of female bums. You can open up your device right now and go on social media and you can find a lot of female bums. And a bum is a person that intentionally lives below their potential. You know what you can do, but you've settled and you are living intentionally below your potential. You're living intentionally below your potential. You, my friend, are a bum. You've learned better. You're like that silly woman. You're always learning, but you never come to the truth. You're never able to manifest what you know. You have a head full of knowledge and no fruit on your life. You are a bum. Okay, let me leave that alone. Now, how important is a woman's circle? Since we're talking about 8 essential characteristics of a queen conscious woman's circle, how important is a woman's circle? Letter A, and this is a whole conversation, a lesson within itself, actually. But letter A woman's circle is her source of inspiration. The people that you run with every day are going to inspire you. They're the ones that are in your life to put you in the spirit of success, in the spirit of growth, in the spirit of winning. So if you have a poor, low vibrational, low level circle, your circle is designed, it is to be your source of inspiration. That's why I love rocking out with my wife every day. I really do. I hate it when I can't be with my wife because my wife inspires me. That's why I love rocking out with my brother, my biological brother. My brother inspires me. That's why I love going to my church, New Home Ministries. It's a challenge for me to ever go anywhere and have to leave my church, to be honest with you, because my church inspires me. My church just inspires me. Okay, let me leave that alone. I guess y'all can say I love my church. But a woman's circle is, it's her first source of inspiration. Letter B, why is a woman's circle important? It's her gleaning pool. Your circle produces unintentional habits. The people you rock out with every day, the people you hang around every day, they produce unintentional habits. And so if you rock out with people that are a level or two above you, you begin to develop next level habits. You know, if you're rolling with people that are 2 levels beneath you, you begin to develop lower level habits because your circle is your gleaning pool. You glean from the people that you are in the company of on a regular. The circle produces unintentional habits. Lisa and I have some friends who are actually mentors, and they're just living at the next level. And Lisa and I have adopted a lot of their habits. And I have no shame about it. When I'm with them, I'm like, okay, I'm learning something. I see this is how. That's how that's done. Okay, this is how you do this. You know, like we went to a restaurant, and you know, we pay well when we go to restaurants. When I say pay well, I mean, of course, we pay the bill, but we take care of our waiters and waitresses very well. Sometimes they get as much as the bill is, and so I went, you know, hanging out with this particular friend of mine. And I noticed how this was our first time going to this restaurant together. He and his wife suggested that Lisa and I would go here, and Lisa and I had become regulars there, but the 4 of us had never gone together. We went together the other day, and he's been a regular for years. And I noticed something. He started telling the waiter what he wanted, how he wanted them to cook this and that, and add this to it. And I said, okay, now I get it. This is how you do it. You know, when you come to a restaurant like this, ask for what you want. It's because your circle is your gleaning pool. You got to be exposed. Your circle is supposed to provide you with certain levels of exposure. That's why even if you all are technically on the same level, if there are 5 of you all, You should be going learn something new. This one should be going learn something new. That one should be going somewhere. And all of y'all should be bringing that back to the pool. And now everybody's reaping the benefits of the conference she went to, the meeting she had, the new friend she made. It's because it should be your gleaning pool. Letter C. Why is a woman's circle important? It's her accountability corner. Who's going to check you, boo? Who's going to check you, boo? You got to be a Housewives fan to remember that. I'm no longer a Housewives fan, but I used to be back in the beginnings of the Atlanta Housewives. Who's going to check you, boo? If you don't have a tight circle, who's going to tell you when you're wrong? Who's going to pull your coattail when you've misspoken, when you're out of pocket, when you're doing something foolish on social media? Who's going to check you? Everybody else is going to laugh at you. The rest of the people are just going to reject you. The people on your job are probably going to demote you or fire you when you're all on Instagram doing stuff you have absolutely no business. Who's going to call you and tell you, take that down? It's got to be your circle. And then letter D, it's the family you choose. And how many of you all know that the family we choose quite often are more valuable to us than the family we were handed biologically? In many cases. In many cases. Now, let's get into the main meat of this conversation. Number 1, 8 essential characteristics of a queen conscious woman's circle or a high value woman's circle. Number 1, your circle, for it to really be your circle has to be supportive and empowering. It has to be supportive and empowering. The women in your friend circle should uplift and encourage each other. When you have a real royal circle, as we're calling it at Queenology Weekend in New Orleans, they celebrate each other's achievements. Now, these your friends, these are the people you hanging out with every day. They should uplift you and encourage you. They shouldn't be bringing you all of this negative news, pulling you down, talking about what they said. Child, you heard what they said about you? That's not a circle. That's a little low-level clique, low vibrational clique. They celebrate each other's achievements. They provide emotional support during challenging times. Like I saw certain women that were supposed to be best of friends, and one woman's mother died, and this woman didn't show up for the funeral with no explanation, just like something came up. Come on, man. How you supposed to be my best friend unless you were in the hospital or your mom died or you were in jail or you had a situation that you had to go to work or you were going to lose your job? You know, one of your babies was sick and in the hospital. You know, just a very few things that you can utilize that would be sufficient to say y'all supposed to be best of friends, and your mother's passed and this so-called bestie is not present to lend you emotional support. But how many of y'all got these so-called best friends? They ain't lending you no emotional support. They're not encouraging you. They're not uplifting you. They don't celebrate your achievements. They get quiet when you mention them. And they genuinely want to see their friends succeed. So your circle has to be supportive and empowering. If you look in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11, it says this: therefore, encourage one another and build each other up And he goes on to say, just as in fact you are doing. This is what family does. This is what, in your circle is the family you choose, right? If they're not encouraging you and if they're not building you up, is this really a circle? Huh? Is this really a circle? Author is unknown, but the quote goes like this: a strong woman stands up for herself. A stronger woman stands up for others. And I'll add to that, especially those who are in her circle. You know, that's why my brother and my wife are my best friends. Of course, you know my mother's in that number. You know that. Everybody knows that. My father was, everybody knows how I feel about my dad because he's yet alive. But the reason these people are my best friends is because these people stand up for me sometimes when I don't know to stand up for myself. They are there for me sometimes when I don't even realize I need somebody to be there for me. And if you're going to have a circle, and always understand this, your circle does not need to exclude your biological family if you have great biological family like I happen to have in terms of my brother and my mother and what have you. You don't need to exclude them. You know, a lot of time we're running outside of our families trying to find a circle. But if you have great family members, man, keep your family close. But God will give you some family that you choose. And, hey, these people many times prove to be invaluable. If you look in Proverbs 17:17, it says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Let's just flip it. A sister's born for adversity. A friend loves at all times, and a sister's born for adversity. These are the people that are going to fight with you. They support you. You know, anybody that has a fair weather love affair with you, you need to get those people out of your inner circle. Anybody that never shows up when you're going through, they are never there when you're having difficult times, and they always have a convenient excuse as it relates to why they couldn't show up, why they didn't answer the phone. Come on, man. A friend loves at all times. Now, they love you and they support you when you're right, when you're wrong. Now, when you're wrong, they're going to be honest with you. And that's something we're going to get into in a minute. But they're not going to discard of you because you're wrong. You, like in the church, we have these self-righteous friends that are so holy that when we fall off the wagon and we may get it wrong and our lives may be going in the wrong direction, they almost disown us because it doesn't suit their self-righteous brand. But a friend loves at all times. They support you. Now, letter A, what does this look like? They celebrate your wins. Anybody that's supportive of you, anybody that's empowering to you, supports or celebrates your wins. In Romans 12:15, it says, rejoice with them that do rejoice. If you have a so-called circle that can't rejoice with you, everybody in the circle may be single and looking for a man and want a husband rather. Let's change the language. Everybody in the circle may be looking for a husband or desiring a husband. And yours happens to show up, well, your true circle, they're not going to get quiet and, get almost morose and depressed because you came up first. No, they're going to celebrate you like it was their turn. How do they support you? What does this look like? How do they, empower you? They inspire you. Kind of dealt with that already. Letter C, they help you. A circle that does not help, what is the point? Why would I run with people every day that can't help me? And why would I run with people I can't help? A circle ought to be able to help. If you can't help me and I can't help you, why are we wasting one another's time? You know, if I if I get into a fight and I need help, all you can do is call for security. Why do I have you around? Okay, let me leave that alone. But number one, your circle has to be supportive and empowering. Number two, your circle, a queen conscious, high value woman's circle is always ambitious and driven. You ain't got no circle that's waking up at 10, 11 o'clock in the day, scratching and hair all over the head, walking out in the street all through the mall. Dare I say it, with the bonnet on. I might get canceled for that. You can't cancel somebody that never got a subscription, though. I ain't never subscribed to that. You got to have an ambitious and driven circle. You got to have an ambitious and driven circle. The women in this circle, in this queen conscious woman's circle, these women are ambitious and have a strong sense of purpose. These people got things to do, places to go, and people to see. These are not people that's just sitting on the Instagram all day, all in the comments, or, on YouTube, talking craziness. These people are ambitious and driven. What does your present circle look like? These are a bunch of lazy, do-nothing people just sitting around begging for a man, talking about they want a high-value man, and they got a credit score below 500, below zero. Talking about they want a man that's 6 feet tall with a six-pack, and in the meantime, while they typing that, they sitting there with a dirty robe on, eating a whole cake mixing bowl full of ice cream and cookies. You can't. You got to run with an ambitious and a driven circle. They set goals, they work hard to achieve them, and inspire each other to reach your full potential. When you look at the people in your circle, they have to inspire you to reach your full potential. I look at my brother and he inspires me to get off my bottom and do something. He has a tremendous work ethic. I look at the couple of mentors I have in my life, and they inspire me. These people never stop going. They're older than me by a decade or more, and they just never stop going. And here I am, man, 10, 11, 12 years younger. And sometimes I'm like, man, I'm tired. Then I look and they still moving. They understand, watch this, the value of personal growth and encourage continuous learning and development. If you're hanging out with a circle that's never talking about what they learned and can teach you nothing, come on, man. Come on, man. Get them out of here. That ain't the one. That's not the group. Did I say 8? Did I say 8? I said 8 essential characteristics. I actually have 9. Let's see something here. Proverbs 21:5 says, the thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness, but of everyone that is hasty only to want. Your circle is ambitious and driven, and their thoughts tend only to plenteousness. They have goals and they're dreaming of how to grow and increase. Eleanor Roosevelt said it like this: the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Because a woman, a so-called friend without a woman without a dream, is usually a drama queen. When you find a woman that doesn't have a vision, no ambition, not driven, this woman is usually a drama queen, putting out a lot of negative energy and attracting a lot of negative outcomes. This is not a woman you want to have close around you, because she's going to cause you to participate in some things that will cost you dearly. Now, what are some of the circle essentials as it relates to her being ambitious and driven? She must have a personal vision for herself. You don't want people up close and personal with you, and you are a visionary and they don't have one. You don't want that person in your inner circle, because now what you're doing is you're creating the perfect storm for envy. You see, people that are far off away from you, they can be jealous of you, but they can't really put their hands on you. People you let get up close and personal, like Jesus intentionally let Judas into his life, they become envious of you. And these are the people that can put the knife in your back. And when you start letting people up close and personally into your inner circle who do not have their own vision, and you have yours, you are creating the perfect climate for envy. So your inner circle friends have to have personal vision. If you have friends that don't have a vision, they have to fit into another, space in your life, but not in your inner circle. Letter B, they must be busy with their business. They got to be about their own business. And any friends that you have that constantly stay in your business don't have any of their own. That's a frustration. That is a frustration. You must have a circle that is busy with their own business. And then letter C, you must have a circle that demonstrates a growth mindset. It cannot be satisfied. Now, main point number 3, your circle, the circle of a queen conscious, high value woman, has to be authentic and transparent. Authenticity is highly valued in the friend circle of a high value queen conscious woman, the royal court of a queen conscious woman. The women are open, the women are honest and vulnerable with each other. They create safe spaces where they can share their thoughts, their feelings, and their experiences without judgment. You don't want anybody up in your circle, man, that's pretending to be something they're not, or looking at you as though the real life experience you're having is foreign to them and they don't relate. No. You need a circle of women that are authentic and transparent. This is why James 5:16 says, therefore confess your sins one to another and pray one for another that you may be healed. Prayer of a righteous man has great power as it is working. You don't need people around you who don't trust you enough to be honest and vulnerable and authentic. You don't need plastic people in your circle. You need real sisters. I like the way Brene Brown puts it. She says, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. Letting go of who we think we're supposed to be, and finally embracing who we really are. A real sister within the circle of a queen conscious, high value woman is an authentic woman. What you see is what you get. She's not overwhelmed with pride to the point she can't be honest about her shortcomings or her mistakes. She will share. When you're going through, She will give you the whole truth and nothing but the truth about how she's been in the same place or how she came out of the same place. She's not so driven by her pride that she can't give you the gift of authenticity or transparency. Now, what are the circle essentials in this case? This person has to be comfortable in their truth, letter A, and then letter B, they are not pretentious. They're not putting on airs. They're not trying to impress anybody. They're comfortable in their own skin, and they are not pretentious. They are authentic and transparent. Number four. I have 9. Number 4, a queen conscious woman's circle. One of the essentials is her circle is diverse and inclusive of different kinds of women. It's not like you see in a lot of these toxic sisterhood circles where all these little women are clones of one another. And you got a little leader that, dictates the rhythm of everybody else, and everybody just a clone of the leader. They all wear the same clothes. They wear the same fragrance. They talk the same language. They go to the same places. They do. It's just, you got leader and you got a group that follows the leader. No. When you see a queen conscious woman circle, her circle is diverse. It's diverse racially. It's diverse professionally. It's diverse culturally. Because queen conscious women can embrace people from all walks of life. She may even have certain people in her circle that she disagrees with on certain points in life. But they are of such great value and they are such great people that she recognizes their value to her. Queen conscious women don't have to have a circle that's always saying yes to her. In fact, she wants a circle that disagrees with her, and they can have healthy discussion or even debate, dare I say, about certain things and learn from one another. This friend circle embraces, this diverse and inclusive circle embraces diversity and inclusivity. The women come from different backgrounds, different cultures, even different industries. They appreciate and celebrate their differences, recognizing that diverse perspectives enrich their lives and provide valuable insights. In Galatians chapter 3 and verse 28, it says, "There's neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus." A lot of times when people are low vibrational and, have a struggling with their own consciousness, we don't recognize the fact that that we are more alike than we are different. And so when we bring people in that are different, it's to glean and to learn from them. And the greatest thing you learn is that we have more alike than we have that is different. Verna Myers puts it this way: diversity is being invited to the party. Inclusion is being asked to dance. So not only does the queen conscious woman invite different women into her circle, that's not just a photo op, but she actually wants them to participate. She wants to glean from them. She wants to learn from them. She's not limiting her circle to women who all have the exact same experience. How can you grow? The saddest part about most people in the United States of America, especially, and it's because as a country, we're pretty much limited to geographically, we're pretty much bound by our own borders for the most part. And we don't get a chance to experience much else of the world. Us in Canada, pretty much the same thing to a large degree not. Thank God for Canada. Glory to God. Thank God for what y'all got going on. Keep it. Don't let some of this stuff get over there. But when you go to Europe or you go to Africa, these are continents where people have access to all different kinds of countries and all different kinds of cultures. Over here, we think the whole world is what we are, do what we do. We don't understand diversity. You go overseas, and people have an international concept of the world. We have an American concept of the world. We actually think that America's exceptional. We got people that think America's exceptional, and you've not been away from America. Glory to God. I'm gonna leave that alone. But queen conscious women in my discussion today are women that have a love for diversity. What are the circle essentials in this respect of diversity and inclusion? Letter A, these women are humble and friendly. You cannot be welcoming of diversity and be arrogant, or conceited. You have to be humble and friendly. You cannot be welcoming of different kinds of people and be mean. You have to be humble and friendly. Letter B, these women are comfortable with people of a different background. You cannot be a xenophobe, and xenophobia is people that are afraid of people that are different than themselves. People that I could have dug in right there on some things relative to America, but I won't. It's obvious. Letter C, people that, these are people that learn from others. People that learn from others. Okay, main point number 5. This circle is collaborative and cooperative. A queen conscious woman's, a high value woman's circle is collaborative and cooperative. Collaboration is key among these women. They understand the power of teamwork and collaboration, and they actively seek opportunities to collaborate on projects, share resources, and leverage each other's strengths. They believe in the abundance mindset, where everyone can succeed together. This is not the toxic sisterhood that we see a lot of today all over social media, where women are bashing one another. Man, it's disheartening to me to see on social media a woman, and I'll get back on track, but I got to say this, a woman have a mishap, maybe her relationship falls apart, publicly, or she makes a mistake, and women pounce on another woman like piranha. When you are queen conscious, you surround yourself with women who are collaborative in their energy, who are cooperative in their energy, not women that are seeking to jump in and destroy and use and take, but women that are bringing as much to the table as they take away. Sometimes they bring more than they take away. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 and 10 says, 2 are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. For if either of them falls, the one will lift up his companion, but woe to the one who falls when there is not another to lift him up. One of Helen Keller's simple but famous quotes is, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Well, a queen conscious woman's circle is a circle that collaborates and cooperates, and they do a lot together. So what are some of the circle essentials of this particular point. Letter A, they don't participate in jealousy. If you have a jealous circle, and you know when you have a jealous circle, because you gossip about one another, to one another, that's a jealous circle. You see, if you call in, sister number one about sister number five, and sister number five is calling sister number three about sister number, four, and sister number four, that's a mess y'all got going on there. That's a mess. Y'all need to just disband that, go your separate ways. Yeah, go your separate ways. Get as far away from one another as the East is from the West. That's a complete mess y'all got. But when you have a real circle, they don't participate in jealousy. They ain't jealous of they're not jealous of anyone. Letter B, they genuinely want others to win. Not only the people within their circle, but in general, they want others to win. You see them showing up, supporting other people. They have a big platform on social media. They'll share somebody else's stuff to help them. People always say, how is it that you share other people's material that speak in the same vein as you? It's because I ain't competing with nobody. I'm not competing with anybody. And it's not about me, it's about the message. And if there's a brother or a sister that's doing the same thing I'm doing, and they have a message, and I know I can lend strength to that message, I find it my joy to share their stuff and to help them grow and to help their numbers increase. Well, you sending your people, man, listen, that's low vibrational thinking. And when you're a queen conscious woman, you have to have women around you that genuinely want others to win. And they genuinely want others to win because they're always helping others to win. And then letter C, they understand collectivism. What is that? We're going to always do more together than we're ever going to do as individuals. I may get certain things accomplished by myself, but I'm going to always get more done, when I have somebody else working with me. Now, number 6, main point number 6, I got to go. My time is actually gone. I got 4 more points. This circle, health and well-being are important. This is a health and well-being oriented circle. This friend circle prioritizes health and well-being. The women support each other in maintaining a balanced lifestyle, including physical fitness, mental and emotional well-being, self-care practices, so forth and so on. They inspire each other to make positive choices and maintain a healthy lifestyle and mindset. 1 Corinthians 6:19 says, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom ye have received from God? Ye are not your own. Your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. So you got to live physically, emotionally, spiritually, and all of that. Like you understand that you belong to the Holy Spirit. Well, this circle of women, this is a health and well-being oriented circle. Jim Rohn said, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. If you don't have anybody if all of y'all in your circle got high blood pressure, diabetes, and I ain't throwing no rocks at nobody because I'm overcoming diabetes, but I promise you, I'm working on it. But if everybody in your circle, got heart trouble, diabetes, high blood pressure, and all this kind of stuff, and y'all meeting 3 times a week at the Rib Shack, and y'all never go to the park, walk them out, dates. Y'all not trying to shift the way y'all eating, the way y'all moving. Ain't nobody got no trainers around here. Y'all talking about your boss chicks and all this. You're bossing up, and you ain't got no therapist to work on all these issues you got going on in your head. Come on, man. This is a health and well-being centered circle, and some of the circle essentials are, We focus on mental health. Letter B, physical health. Letter C, even financial health. All of this plays into the health and well-being orientation of this circle. Number 7, this circle of a queen conscious, high value woman is philanthropic. In other words, these women have a strong sense of social responsibility and a desire to make a positive impact on the world, especially on the lives of those who are less fortunate. They engage in philanthropic activities, contribute to causes. They support each other in making a difference in the community. They believe in using their success and influence to uplift others who do not have any. In fact, about it, a lot of these women meet high value men because of their philanthropy. My tongue got tied up on that one. When they're a part of these different groups and agencies that are making improvements to the lives of others, this is where you meet, conscientious men who have the kind of heart, to want to be somebody's husband. You meet them at the meeting that's discussing how we're going to impact the unfortunate pockets of our community. These women are philanthropic. They want to help others who can't help themselves. 1 Peter 4:10 says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's giftings or God's grace in its various forms. Mahatma Gandhi put it this way: the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. This circle of the queen conscious high value woman is a serving circle. And what are some of the circle essentials? They give back to other women. That's, their philanthropy starts at home. These women give back to other women. Oh, these are not older women that are hating on younger women. These are older women that are nurturing and mentoring and coaching and pouring into younger women. These are older women who are taking the women that are moving into retirement and celebrating them. They give back to other women. Letter B, they are present in their community. Letter C, they have a heart for the less fortunate. All of that is self-explanatory. Letter 8, and I got to rush through this one. The circle of the high value queen conscious woman evolves on a similar schedule. In other words, you're not growing and evolving and they're still in the same place. I had a conversation with someone just last week, actually, that I hadn't talked to for a while. And I discovered that their conversation was in the same place it was the last time I talked to them. And I realized that I'm in a different place because that low-level conversation literally irritated me. And I realized now I have to reconfigure, restructure, reposition this person, not out of my life, but I can't have you up this close because your conversation, you have not grown. You have not grown. And a queen conscious woman maintains a circle that evolves on a similar schedule. You have to revisit your circle from time to time. And you can tell when you've leveled up beyond. respond certain people by the level of their language. Amos 3:3, can two walk together except they be agreed? How can we go further if we don't agree? North and south will never meet. East and west will never meet. If I'm going east, you going west, how can we walk together? Now, number 9, this is why I had 9 instead of 8. I added 9. The Queen Conscious Woman's circle, they are your safe and peaceful place. Your circle cannot be loaded with frenemies. Women that you call friend, but who are really enemies. Women who are contentious and bring tension to your life. Your circle cannot be filled with frenemies. You got to have, these must be women that are your safe and peaceful place. Letter A, what are the circle essentials? They counsel with wisdom, not foolishness, not stupidity. These are not the women that tell you what you should do with your husband. If I were you, I'd put my foot down and I'd spend whatever money I want. I don't care what y'all agreed on. And they don't have a man. They're going to tell you if they're in your circle. Now listen, you're married. I don't have a husband, so I really don't qualify to tell you what to do in this situation. But I would advise you pray about it and maybe go talk to someone that has a husband. But, y'all talk, you and your husband, that's the kind of wise counsel they're going to give you. They're not going to counsel you in a whole lot of foolishness. They counsel with wisdom. Proverbs 11:14 says, where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Letter B, they tell you the truth, even though they love you. Ephesians 4:15 says, speaking the truth in love. And then letter C, and finally, circle essentials for women that are your safe and peaceful place. They are healthy women themselves. Your circle does not exacerbate chaos. You shouldn't be angry with your husband when you get on the phone with your circle, and by the time you get off, you're infuriated and you're ready to call a divorce attorney. About what? He left his drawers in the middle of the floor. No. Your circle has to be a circle of healthy women. They do not exacerbate chaos. These are healthy and, watch this, healing women. Because anybody that's really healthy is healing. And so you have it. I've taken up too much time. But this is an answer to many of you that said, talk to us about how to choose a circle. I hope you've gotten something out of this. Now listen, I want you to go to my website, rcblakes.com, sign up for my mailing list, check out all of my online programs while you're there. If you need counseling, make certain to check out the link for BetterHelp Counseling. And thank you to all of you that have sown into our lives. Lisa and I love you with so much. Lord. I'm getting old. We love you so much, and we appreciate you so much. Don't forget to go to Amazon, pick up all of my books. Those of you that want to register for Queenology, I'm not certain if we have any more seats available for the intensive, but go to queenology.net and sign up now. Those of you that want to go to Egypt with us, go to rcblakes.com, check out the link, and we're going to Egypt in June of 2024. The exact dates are there, but we'd love to have you. Now listen, I am done looking forward to meeting everybody in New Orleans, August 25th through the 27th. Going to be amazing. I'm done. I love you. You're on top. You're going higher. God is more in store for you. So I will see you at the top. Make sure you like this before you leave out today. God bless you. Until next time.
We here at R.C. Blake's Ministries want to thank you for spending this time with us today. R.C. and Lisa are always honored to have you with us. Don't forget to reach out to us by visiting our website at www.rcblakes.com. While you're there, you may join our mailing list and receive a free download of The Laws of Manifesting Your Vision by R.C. Blakes. Also look at all of the online programs by R.C. You may find all books written by R.C. and Lisa. Once again, all of us here at R.C. Blake's Ministries want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And as we always say, see you at the top.